Your Country 1039 KGRD, Little Big Town and Boondocks.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. Time for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces, which, by the way, the weather's been really nice if you want to take a walk around that downtown area in the morning to enjoy the Farmers and Crafts Market. Now, our question of the day, it's going to be pretty simple. Straight up, what store or business has shut down that you missed? Now, this came about because, of course, you may have heard this morning that Rite Aid, which at one point in time was one of the biggest drugstores in the country, is no more. Yeah, they've closed up all the rest of their shops. 63 years in business, and it was just a shame to go ahead and lose that one. But it got me thinking about all the stores that have basically disappeared. Stores that you thought would be around forever, right? Like a Blockbuster. Who could have thought maybe back in the late 90s, early 2000s that there would ever be a time without a Blockbuster? Because everybody loves watching movies, right? Or how about Radio Shack? Yeah, for us electronics nerds and geeks, Radio Shack was my place to hang out. In fact, I bought my headphones for radio for many years, straight directly from Radio Shack. Sears, nobody would have ever conceived of the fact that Sears would no longer be with us right now. I mean, they still have their Kenmore products out there and the Craftsman tools, but there is no Sears. Nope, not anymore. So, what about you? What stores do you miss that are just basically not here anymore? Yeah, what store or business that has shut down that you miss? It could be a local one for sure. There's unfortunately a lot of those since the pandemic that have not been able to make it, or one of these national chains. Here's another one for you. I miss record stores. Tower Records, Music Land. Had a good friend of mine work for Disc Jockey Records. It's just, I miss going through those records all the time and waiting for the new ones to come out. Go ahead and buy them, and I'd have to order them online and have them shipped to me. Physical media is still a thing. I'm going to tell you that right now. But yeah, I do miss a lot of those stores. Even just going to hang out at the music store where they're playing some new music. You might even hear something that you like, right? So do miss a lot of that. So what about you? This is what I ask. What store or business that has shut down that you miss the most right here? Or do you miss any of them at all? Let me know your answers. Call them in or text them in at 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And let me know. Got a couple of text messages. One says Dave's Hamburger. Believe it or not, I miss their burritos. Yeah, because you can add bacon to your burritos. They're so good. Kmart, got another text message about that. I do actually miss the Kmart a lot. So let me know your answers for our question of the day. What store or business has been shut down that you miss? Our question of the day brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. All right. Exclusively up on our social media pages right now. So yeah, leave your comments down below for our question of the day, or you can call them in or text them those answers. Basically, what store or business that has shut down that you miss? Could be a local business, right? For sure. It's a sad thing, but some of those are no longer with us. Could be, that just doesn't exist anymore. I hear a lot of stuff about, somebody just sent me a text. Toys R Us and Hastings. I do miss Hastings a lot. There's so many different things that were in Hastings, and I feel bad because I feel like, the fact that I owed them a late fee for 20 years may have been the reason that they shut down. It's all my fault. Yeah, I know. Up until the last week that they were around, they still had that late fee that I incurred in like 1995. At that point in time, I was just curious to see how long it would actually stay on the books. Unfortunately, long enough that it killed them. That's my fault about Hastings. Toys R Us is fun. Just a big, huge, giant toy store. Although I hear they're kind of trying to make a comeback in some places. But yeah, what store or business that is shut down do you miss? Local business, national business? Let me know your answers. In the meantime, let us go ahead and take a look at what's going on in and around the world. Let's see. Boston Children's Hospital is celebrating Taylor Swift's new album release. She sold a few albums on Friday, yeah. Young patients danced and giggled to the music. Babies smiled and lit up the hospital. Apparently T Swift, they're just, indoctrinating a whole other generation of Swifties. Walmart, of course, it's going to be mostly Taylor Swift news this morning. Walmart surprised Taylor Swift fans who pre-ordered her vinyl album Life of a Showgirl with a free loaf of sourdough bread. Oh, buy an album, get a loaf of bread. I mean, that was interesting. The gesture was actually a playful nod to Swift's love for sourdough, as revealed in August. Fans lucky enough to order by October 2nd received an unexpected loaf of sourdough. Hopefully they will enjoy the sourdough as much as they do that album. Yeah. Zip coding is the newest dating trend. It involves only dating people within a specific zip code. This is leading to missed connections for those who refuse to travel for dates. I can't travel for dates, so kind of stuck in with that. Let's see. Hershey's Chocolate World in Hershey's, Pennsylvania is celebrating Halloween early by selling a 5-pound Hershey's milk chocolate bar. The candy bar, if eaten whole, has 11,200 calories, 1,280 grams of sugar, and 60 grams of fat. I wonder how much caffeine that has. By the way, there is caffeine in hot chocolate. Not a lot, but there is. And the box office this weekend in the movies. Once again, no big surprise. The official release party of A Showgirl made $33 million on that one. The other two movies opening up one battle after another, 11.1 million, excuse me. The Smashing Machine, which is the biopic about MMA fighter Mark Kerr. That film cost $50 million to make, only made $6 million, which is amazing for a Dwayne Johnson film to just do that. Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, and The Conjuring Last Rites rounded out the top 5 right there. Once again, we are looking for answers for our question of the day today. You heard about Rite Aid closing its doors after 63 years in business. At one point in time, Rite Aid, one of the biggest drugstores in the country. I don't think we had a lot of them in New Mexico in our area, but they were there across the country, and now they're not. 63 years in business, and they had to close up their doors. But what store or business that has shut down that you miss? Like I said, I miss record stores. I used to have a lot of fun just hanging out in Musicland, taking a look at album covers, and also miss Radio Shack. I pretty much, I'll put it this way, okay? When I walked into Radio Shack, those guys knew my name because I was in there all the time buying a different electronics junk and pieces, especially when I used to repair a lot of things just for fun. Yeah, I used to do that a lot. Okay, mainly it was just my stuff that I broke, but, they had the spare parts back then. And I do kind of miss Sears. I mean, I worked there for a long time. I had some great friends that are there, but, kind of do miss that whole department store thing where they have a little bit of everything. And yeah, I hung out a lot in the electronics section, even when I wasn't working. So there you go. But what store or business that has shut down that you miss? It could be a local business where you are. I have a lot of my friends up north listening, and it could be a national place, a national chain, or something else that is closed down that you miss. So let me know your answers. Once again, call those in, text those in. Go ahead and leave your comments down below for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.